Hello everyone and welcome to the last lesson of our series Introduction to Grammar. Last week we shed the light on nouns gender, and this time all the attention will be given to another classification of nouns, and that is the semantic categories of definiteness and indefiniteness. Since we have a lot of ground to cover, let's delve in, shall we? Just like in English and based on their meaning, nouns in Arabic are of two types, definite and indefinite. معرفة ونكرة. Again, معرفة ونكرة. معرفة means definite, nakira means indefinite, and obviously wa stands for and. So again, الاسم can either be definite, معرفة, or indefinite, nakira. Now, let's see what do we mean by nakira wa ma'rifah and how to distinguish between the two. Starting with indefinite nouns. An indefinite noun is a noun that refers to a non-specific entity, and it is called ismun nakira. The word rajulun, for example, does not refer to a specific man. In fact, it can refer to any person as long as it is a man. And what makes this noun indefinite is the tanween, or more specifically the double dhamma that appears on top of its last letter. We have already explained tanween in a separate series called Tanween Sign of Indefiniteness. So if you don't know what tanween is, you will have to pause the video and go check that series first. It's crucial. The link will appear on the right side of your screen to make the task easier. Please don't rely only on the following, since it is a rundown of the most important points regarding tanween. Right, so tanween is the equivalent of the articles a and an in the English language, and it consists on doubling the last short vowel of the noun to indicate that it is indefinite. There are three types of tanween: tanween al-fath, tanween al-kasr, and tanween al-dhamm, and they are represented in the same order with these three examples. قرأت كتابا، وجدت الرسالة في كتاب، هذا كتاب. قرأت كتابا، وجدت الرسالة في كتاب، هذا كتاب. And the choice of the appropriate type of tanween depends only on the grammatical function of the noun within the given sentence. So by and large, an indefinite noun is indicated by tanween, which consists on doubling the last short vowel at the end of a noun. There is no standalone article for indefiniteness in Arabic. Now let's move on to definite nouns. A definite noun is a noun that refers to a specific entity, and it is called ismun ma'rifah. And there are 6 categories of definite nouns in the Arabic language. I'm going to state the whole 6 just for the record. However, we are only going to focus on 2 of these and intentionally push back the rest to the right time. Chances are the majority of these terms are going to be completely unfamiliar to you, but please bear with us. We have to mention all of them to avoid confusion down the line. So again, there are 6 categories of definite nouns in the Arabic language, and these are personal pronouns. And when I say personal pronouns, I have to grab your attention to the fact that both separate and attached one are included. We do call these in Arabic الضمائر المتصلة والمنفصلة, and we are only a couple of steps away from their detailed study. Moving on, the second category of definite nouns is demonstrative pronouns, i.e. أسماء الإشارة. Then we also have relative pronouns, الأسماء الموصولة. Next on the list we have proper nouns, also known as الأسماء العلم. The second to last category is nouns defined with the definite article al. And last but not least, any noun that has been added to one of the 5 above mentioned definite nouns to make what we call genitive construction or إضافة construction. This last category is also known as المضاف إلى معرفة. So here we have an example to help you grasp the idea. كتاب is an indefinite noun. Kindly know the tanween. And Adam is a proper noun, so it is definite. When we added our indefinite noun to the definite one, it became definite since the owner of the book was revealed. Therefore, we had to get rid of the sign of indefiniteness in the word kitabun, which is nothing but the tanween, i.e. double dhamma, and replace it with its single corresponding vowel. In this particular case, a single dhamma. Okay, so that was a quick glance at this last category of definite nouns. And by and large, if an indefinite noun is added to one of the 5 categories of definite nouns that we have just gone through, then it will acquire its definiteness from the definite noun it has been added to. Right, so again, there are 6 categories of definite nouns in Arabic, and they are personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, relative pronouns, proper nouns, nouns defined with the definite article al, and any noun that has been added to one of the 5 above mentioned definite nouns to make a genitive construction. That's it. And please don't worry, we are going to study all of these categories, but in order to ensure the consistency of our course, some of these categories are going to be pushed back slightly, whereas others will be discussed as we get to an advanced level. For the time being, and depending mainly on the level reached so far, we are going to focus only on proper nouns and nouns defined with the definite article al. Okay, let's take a close look at proper nouns. Just like in English, a proper noun in Arabic is a specific name for a particular person, place, or thing. The only difference here is that Arabic proper nouns don't begin with a capital letter, simply because there is no capital letter in the Arabic language. So basically, all you will have to remember is that proper nouns are always definite, no exceptions. As examples we have Sarah, Lubnan, and December. And do you remember when I said no exceptions? Well, there are a couple of proper names that might end with tanween, but they are still considered definite. You will probably come across them, so it is good to mention this particular detail to avoid confusion later on. As examples we have Muhammadun and Khalidun. Both of these are masculine proper names, which means that they are definite, yet both of them end with tanween. Of course, there is an in-depth grammatical reasoning behind this, but let's save it to the right time. And please don't feel overwhelmed. As you will go through basic Arabic, you will memorize the majority of proper names just like we did in English. It's only a matter of time. That's it for proper nouns. Let's move on to nouns defined with the definite article al. First of all, we would like to inform you that we have a whole lesson about the definite article that you will find linked on the right side of your screen. Accordingly, we will briefly touch on this part since the work is already done. So, the definite article ال. From an English speaker perspective, an article is a word used with a noun to indicate whether the noun is specific or general. And when it comes to definiteness, the article the is the only article in English for both singular and plural nouns. And the same goes for al in the Arabic language. Al is the only definite article for both singular and plural form. Even though we didn't study the plural form yet, just keep that in mind. And by the way, the dual form is included too. Right, back to our topic. So, al is the only definite article in the Arabic language. However, despite the similarity between Arabic and English, there is a main difference between the two articles. And that is, al is not a standalone article like its English equivalent the. Instead, it always comes as a prefix. So one can deduce from this that the Arabic definite article joins with the nouns as a prefix to transform them into definite nouns. Please take a look at this example. When the definite article al joins the indefinite noun kitabun as a prefix, this will result in eliminating the tanween at the end of the word kitabun and replacing it with its single corresponding vowel. The reason why the definite article al and tanween cannot coexist. Since tanween is the property of indefiniteness, we cannot apply it at the same time as the definite article al. So al-kitabun will be incorrect. Definite nouns prefixed with al can never ever end with tanween, and there is no exceptions to this rule. So the correct answer would be al-kitabu. That's it, everybody. We have officially reached the end of this introduction to grammar series. I would really appreciate if you repeat the whole series a couple of times in order to get the hang of it. We really need to lay a sound foundation for what's coming. شكرا على حسن استماعكم ومع السلامة.